I was raised with financially very stable in a family and was married for 7 years and unexpectedly became a single parent. My children were very young. Jennifer was 6, Signe was 4, Garrett was 3, and Melissa was 2. And not only was I going to be the sole provider for those children, but I found out that the home I lived in was going to be foreclosed on. And so I did what any of you would do. I found out what I owned free and clear, which is a big blue van, and I sold that, took the cash and paid first and last month's rent, and went out to look for a job. Eventually, I became very successful as a business consultant for dentists, physicians, and hospitals. But what I would tell you I learned about money, that scripturally goes right along with what Phil says, is that the love of money is the root of all evil. And that if you've been raised to know that you put that first tenth first, whether you're poor or you're rich, it really makes things a lot easier. You're the most depressed when you think you have no options. So when you feel like you're stuck and you're going to stay stuck, or you feel like you're dependent on other people for your livelihood, that's the most painful. And what happened to me, because I was the person responsible to put those 4 kids through college and make sure they had straight white teeth, was I pushed myself harder, I worked longer hours, and I never took no for an answer because it really wasn't an option. What I think God's plan was for me to do was to do the very best I could. It changed my heart towards others that don't have. And when my life changed dramatically, I learned that my self-esteem was not on the car that I drove or the house that I lived in, but instead, it made me more aware of others that don't have as much. So as we continue this series on money, just know that rich or poor, when you put that first tenth first, it'll always be easier.